Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Arthur told me to tell you that he won't be able to come to class tonight and don't wait for him.
Okay. Thanks for letting me know. Atik already told me earlier,
Okay.
uh, but he doesn't always, so I appreciate that. Um, oh, cat's watching because there's a
What
lizard.
laser?
Thailand's got these
Uh,
lizards all the time running around in here.
I just went to Bangkok and Pattaya.
Oh yeah? When did
Yeah,
you go?
Bangkok and
No,
Pattaya.
no. I heard where. I asked when.
Let me think about it. I just went to the Grand Palace. I don't remember exactly. Just I rode a boat. I I took a boat to the Grand Palace, and it's very hot.
Yeah, it's always very hot. Yeah. But when? Like last month or last year or
Uh, the March on March. In March.
oh, okay. Okay. March is oh, now it's 2 months ago. Yeah, because now we're in May. Okay. Right on. Yeah, maybe you got did you go to the floating market?
Floating market? What is that?
Yeah, it's like the market where they have all the food and uh souvenirs and things for sale, but you go in the boat.
Hmm, I I can't understand that. But I bought this one.
Here,
This
hold
one.
on. Oh yeah. People use those all the time here.
It's
Oh, where is mine? I was wearing different pants earlier. It's probably in my pants. But I have a smaller one that looks like a chapstick.
okay.
Those ones smell really good though. They're better.
Yeah.
Lots of herbs. Let me see if I can bring up the screen so you can see what I mean about the floating market. It's like
Oh, I I saw this picture in my phone, but I can't find this place.
ah, yeah,
But
it's a
yeah,
little south. It's like south of Bangkok, a little
uh,
ways.
because I accompany with my dad went to Bangkok for business trip, so I don't have
Uh,
enough time.
yeah. Me too, though. I went there, but I did it wrong, and I left too late in the day,
Oh,
and it took a long time to go there. And by the time I was there, they were almost closed, and I had to go back.
oh my God.
So I saw it for maybe like 15 or 20 minutes, and then I had to leave.
Okay.
And now I live in Thailand, but I didn't go back because I live in the north and I haven't had the time or the money for a long time.
Oh.
So, how was your day today?
Very good. I visited my grandparents and have lunch with them.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, and
That's
I
good.
try to I try to watch the TV show in America.
Which show?
Uh, they separate housewives.
That the Housewives? Oh, Desperate Housewives.
Oh yeah.
Okay. At first, I thought you meant there's another show. It's like a reality show where it's real people, um, and the cameras follow their life, and it's like the Real Housewives of they do it in different cities. So there's like the Real Housewives of Atlanta or the Real Housewives of I don't know, like Beverly Hills or somewhere.
Okay.
And it's basically it's like very rich housewives who have nothing better to do with their days but, drink and go shopping and create drama.
That's dream life.
Yeah, but Desperate Housewives, a little bit different.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, that was I used to watch that show a long time ago. I don't remember it very well. But you said you tried to watch it. Was it
Yeah,
very confusing?
no, because I had never watched an American TV show before.
Oh, that was the first one.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
I just look at the website uh and my friend told me that the separate housewives uh I can watch this show to study English.
Okay. So what did you think?
Yes, it's for daily dialogue because I print the let me search. I don't know this word. Um, actors lines.
Oh, this yeah, the
Actors
script. The script.
lines.
Oh,
And I
interesting.
highlight and the notes for that.
That's cool. All right.
So I
Huh.
can like
Did you learn anything that you thought was like really interesting? Or
interesting. Just learn English.
okay.
Oh, do you know? Uh, I don't know how to speak. Maybe Auckland.
What is it?
Auckland. Oakland.
Oh, Oakland. Yeah.
Because
Oakland is a city in California.
yes, and I think maybe it's very dangerous, but I don't know exactly.
Oh. Um,
But my school is in there.
oh, okay. No, I don't think it's that dangerous. I it's very close to San Francisco, and a lot of people go to Oakland to live because it's a little bit cheaper. And I know like some of my friends go there for music concerts and stuff like that sometimes. So I don't think it's anything to worry about.
Yeah, I'm really like
Uh, when are you planning to go?
maybe in July.
Okay. I don't know if I think my friend Michelle, she used to live there, but I think she went back to New York City. Mm, if you do go there, I could talk to my friend and see if she knows any other people that maybe you could be friends with who
Oh,
could help
thank
you.
you.
Right on. Yeah. But yeah, I think I never really spent time in Oakland, so I don't know firsthand. San Francisco is nice. And also I don't know what things are like after COVID, because a lot of things have changed in a lot of places. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but which school are you looking at?
Berkeley City College.
Okay, cool. All
Actually,
right.
I want to go to the 2-year community college and then transfer to 4-year university.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably a good start, right? Get 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 yourself into the country, take your time like figuring things out a little bit, and then transfer your
Yeah,
credits. Yeah. Probably easier than getting accepted right away to 4 year.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's see. We should probably get started. Get Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I got a little bit tired because um my other class, the kids didn't come. So I just waited and waited.
You can use it.
Yeah, right. Thank you. I don't know. What did I do with this? Oh, throw it on the bed. All right. So today, listen or hear. Listen or hear. Um, it's bigger. I always have trouble with the controls on this. I gotta get used to this more. All right. Listen.
Okay, attention.
Shoo. Pay attention and try to understand every sound. Right. All right. How about go ahead and read through all
Are
of these
okay.
lines.
Are you listening to me? Annie likes to listen to jazz music. Everyone listened to the president's speech. Listen carefully to the recording.
Okay. All right. So in this case, uh, I'm saying something, but it doesn't seem like you're paying attention. Maybe you're like looking at your phone. Are you listening to me? Uh, Annie likes to listen to jazz music. Hmm. I like jazz music.
Me
I
too.
went, you too?
Yeah.
Yeah. We had a jazz festival where they were doing jazz music at a few different places in town the other day. I went to see a little bit of jazz at a place called the Mellowship. Do you have any jazz music places near where you live?
Jazz music places there.
Yeah, like do you have any places where they play jazz um like
Oh,
pretty often?
but I don't know about this in my place because I don't pay attention to this. But if
Oh.
you ask me, I like classic jazz music. Like
Oh.
the music in La La Land is very good, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I like that kind. I like that style too. They started the last band that played when I was at the Mellowship. They did a very different style that I didn't really like. It was like I don't know, it sounded like almost kind of like jazz you hear in an elevator
Yeah.
or on the really old show
Uh,
like the
uh,
Love Boat.
Another day of song in La La Land. This is a song in La La Land.
Oh
Another
yeah, yeah.
day of song.
Okay. I never watched the movie, but I know the movie you're talking about
Yeah.
with
And the music is best.
mm, it was Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone, maybe. Yeah. I'll have to check it out sometime. I haven't gotten around to it. Right. Everyone listens to the president's speech, right? So, the president of China or the president of the United States or somewhere gave a speech, probably on TV, and everyone listened to hear what he had to say. Listen
Carefully to the
carefully to the recording. Do you know the word recording?
recording.
Yeah. Do you know what that is?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Record or do you mean record the voice in
Yeah, like if you um yeah, if you record the voice and put it on
I know.
tape or CD or now just online. I think tapes and CDs are gone now. Okay. All right. So we want to use listen when we are paying attention to something you want to hear. Listen to my
No,
pronunciation, then try to repeat.
I don't
uh,
listen to what other people are talking.
hmm. Does that sound right? Talking? What do you think is a better word to use here? I don't listen to what other people are.
Talking about.
Oh, that would work. Yeah, you could say talking about.
Do
We
you
could
mean
also,
uh communication or oh no are mm, speaking?
almost. I'm thinking of to what people are saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And
What I'm saying is blah blah blah.
yeah. In this case, that would be the more appropriate word. Or, like you said, talking about. That also works. That makes sense.
Okay.
If we just say, I don't listen to what other people are talking, it sounds weird.
Okay.
But if we say, I don't listen to what other people are talking about, then it sounds a little better because then we know it's not just the action of talking, there is a subject
Yeah.
and we don't understand it or we're not listening to it. Whatever it was. Okay.
Would you like to listen to this opera song?
Okay. That works. All right. So in this case, opera song. What talking about? Listen to my pronunciation. Okay. All right. Hey, I will be Sid, and you can be Darla.
Oh, okay.
Hey, hey, Darla. How did you do on the listening part of the exam?
I don't know. I don't think I did well. I didn't listen carefully.
Oh, I know. I have listened to that monologue many times. I still have a hard time. Okay.
Hard time. Hard.
Yeah, right. I think it's probably difficult, right? According to our good catch. Although, again, when people are talking, sometimes they will say they're having a hard time instead of a difficult time. But if it was a test, that's a good catch. All right, so now here. Okay. Here, not requiring a great deal of endurance, physical and mental effort. So we're not really trying that hard to listen. And probably a good mention on this is like, if you told me something, maybe I heard what you said, like I physically heard it, but like I wasn't really paying attention.
Okay, I know.
Okay. So it's very easy to hear something, but to actually pay attention or make an effort is a different thing.
It
You can
goes
read.
in one ear and out the other.
Exactly, yes. Yes.
I heard a loud noise from this room. Hello? Oh,
Okay. Heard a loud noise. Doesn't require much effort. We just heard a noise. Not much to think about. Unless we want to be very suspicious. Like, maybe you're home by yourself. What was that noise? But maybe there's nothing to think about. So, like, oh, it's probably the cat knocking something over.
yeah. The noise is from my younger sister.
Oh, is your younger sister living with you right now?
Yes, yes.
Ah,
She is watching TV now.
okay. So the loud noise is her watching TV. Okay.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. I have been trying to talk to you. Why are you not paying attention? Hello. Okay.
I think my hearing is poor.
My hearing. In this case, we're just talking about your ability to hear.
My grandfather is old. He can't hear you very well. Oh, the ability of ear.
Yeah, hearing. When we talk about our hearing, we're talking about our ability to be able to hear something. We're not in the act of hearing. So if I said like, I think my hearing is bad. Like I can't hear things very well. I should go to the doctor and ask the doctor to
Or make sentence?
see what's going on. Huh?
Is that real or just make a sentence?
No, I'm trying to just explain like how we use the word hearing
Okay.
sometimes. No,
I
I don't have problems hearing. But if I do, usually it means I go to the doctor and they look in there and maybe they said, "Oh, something's in there. Gotta get gotta get it out."
okay.
Okay. And of course, in this example, he can't hear the other person very well. So he's having a problem with his hearing also. Use here when your ear naturally catches the sound. Um, so like you're just hearing noises and things happening and whatever is happening, you're hearing it. Or when focusing on the natural ability to hear. Can I hear? Can I hear well? Can can I not hear well? I don't know. All right.
I
Can
heard a
you?
loud band coming from outside.
Okay. So there's just noises that are happening and we're hearing them.
I
Nothing
have
to think.
I have an example sentence, and I
Okay.
was startled by a strange popping sound.
I was startled by a strange popping sound. Yes. We could just say we want to use the word I heard a strange
Popping sound
popping sound.
outside.
Oh, outside. And it startled me. Page.
How you connect the two sentences?
Hmm. Yeah, because I just wanted us to use the vocabulary word. Uh, but I wanted to keep the idea that you were startled. So
Yeah.
I heard a strange popping sound outside and it startled me. Right? Yeah, maybe it's a holiday and people are shooting fireworks in the air. And whew.
Sound. Oh,
Oh, or like in here in Thailand, um, these
oh, motorcycle. The sound of motorcycle
oh
in
yeah,
Thailand.
that's another thing. Yeah.
Oh,
I was
what
think I was thinking about
electric boxes?
no, not these. No.
You mean
Ugh.
the air conditioning?
I mean
Oh,
outside where all these telephone wires are, there's these boxes, and every once in a while they go boom.
oh,
You yeah.
I,
Sometimes if there's like a rainstorm or the electricity just like gets something goes wrong, sometimes these electric boxes go and
what?
it's really loud. Yeah, and then we lose our electricity
Oh my
and have
God.
to wait for them to fix it.
Okay.
I
Did anybody hurt from it?
not usually. I mean, unless it's a really like unless maybe somebody was already up there working on the wires and when it happens maybe, but like
Oh,
but but normally no, it's just like it goes boom and like there might be some sparks
okay.
and everybody's like, "Oh, what?"
Okay. Some animals hear sounds from miles away.
Hmm. So
Oh, like
some
elephant.
really?
Yes, how to say that? Let me search.
I didn't know that about elephants.
Like infrasonic wave.
Are they like what?
Infrasonic wave.
Oh, oh, oh. Interesting. Like I know they have very big ears, but I didn't know they could hear things very far away. Interesting. Hmm. All right. From miles away. I did not see any elephants when I drove my bike the other day. I was hoping I would. I went to. Oh, what is going on with the ants in here?
Ants.
Yeah, I keep finding ants. Like, um, the other day, there was a whole bunch of them came in through the window and they were making like a nest somewhere. And I found it and it took like 2 hours to clean them up and like get rid of them. It was so gross. But now I'm still fine. Like every once in a while, I see one and I don't know if they're still coming from somewhere. I can't figure out what's happening.
Oh my god.
I thought I got them all. All right. Well, all right. Next one.
Shut up. I don't want to hear any of your excuses.
Shut up. I don't want to hear any of your excuses. I see. So I don't know, maybe you were late to work for like so many times, and every time you have a different excuse. Oh, the traffic was bad. Oh, I had a flat tire. Oh, something else. The manager is like, shut up. I don't want to hear any more of your excuses. Your your stupid reasons why you're late. The traffic is bad every day. You're still late. All right, I can be Henry. You can be Annie.
Okay, Henry, did you hear that?
What? Sorry, I was on the phone. Hear what?
I'm not sure. I thought I heard a dog barking outside.
Oh, I did not hear anything. You must be hearing things. So if I say you must be hearing things, what am I saying?
Uh, you can't hear anything, and I can hear
Hmm.
about it.
But yeah, so I can't hear anything. You think that you heard a dog barking outside. Um, but I'm saying I don't know because I didn't hear the dog. You must be hearing things. So I'm kind of saying like,
I imagine
yeah,
about
maybe you. exactly. Like maybe you imagined you heard it. Maybe you didn't really hear it. Or maybe there wasn't a dog.
Oh,
All right, very good. Yeah. This is a pretty common phrase that we use. You must be hearing things if we think that you didn't actually hear it. All right. Arthur has joins the meeting.
And the camera doesn't work again.
Oh no.
No idea why. It just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So, would you please just give me a quick glance
Recap.
of what did I miss? Or you can, oh, sorry, you just keep continuing and send me the PDF later. All right.
I'll give you a very quick recap.
All right.
And I will also send you the PDF for later.
Okay.
So we're talking about the difference between listen and hear.
All right.
And basically what we've said is that listening involves more paying attention, concentration,
Yeah.
and hearing is more kind of just hearing sounds and noises and whatever people are saying, but we're not necessarily paying attention.
Okay. Got it.
Um, okay, so practice. Ashley, let's see what if we can figure
uh,
out this first one.
okay. Did you listen to what the old man said?
Did you
Hmm.
hear what the old man said?
Okay. So, Ashley, why did you think listen to?
Because I think this sentence means you didn't focus on what the old man said and you you are not pay attention to what the old man is saying.
Yeah,
So
so if we're not paying attention, what word do we use?
listen to. Oh,
So
here.
yeah, you got them mixed up. You had the right reason, but the wrong word. Did you hear? Good, Arthur, also.
Uh, but
Okay.
I I saw the example sentence about listen to do you listen to me
Mm,
before.
right, but we don't have the word to, right?
Oh, okay, I know.
Yeah.
And
So,
for that condition, actually, did you listen to me? That was actually a very harsh situation, things like that, because it feels like I'm talking to you and I need you to pay attention, and I think you're not, and I
mm,
will ask you, like, criticize you. Did you listen to what I said? It's more like that. But on this situation, the old man is some random guy, and and to you, maybe it's not necessarily that you need to listen to this guy. So so your friend might tell you, well, did you hear what the old
Okay,
man said? I mean, that's how I think about it.
okay, I see. Thank you.
it's all good. All right. Arthur, do you want to try this one?
Do you listen to your favorite song a lot?
Huh? Good. Favorite song. And usually when we're listening to songs, we're giving a little, not always, but we're but we're giving a little bit more attention to lyrics and stuff.
I
But
mean, favorite
anytime
song.
if you asked like, did you hear the new song that's out?
Hmm.
Then we're kind of just asking like, did you hear it like briefly anywhere, like on the radio or like have you heard it at all? When we're talking about your favorite song, you're probably paying a little more attention to it because it's your favorite song for a reason, and it's probably more than just how it sounds. It's probably about what it's talking about. It means a lot to you. But in this case, it's a new song. It doesn't really mean much. We're just asking, did you hear it at all? Okay, Ashley?
Oh no. Sorry. You don't need to shout. I can hear you well.
You don't need to shout.
Shout.
Yeah. You don't need to shout. I can hear you. Well, that the way they use well is a little bit clunky, but you got the right idea. I can hear you. Doesn't imply whether I understand you. But you don't need to shout. You don't need to be loud. I can hear. It's fine. I have the ability to hear you. Arthur?
So children barely listen to their teachers, but
Yep.
I think maybe I kind of confused about it. I mean, under worst circumstances, you will use a word like use a sentence like this. I mean,
Hmm.
it's either they are not listening right now, or they didn't listen to their teachers.
In
Could
this
that be,
case,
yeah, could that be barely listened to their teacher?
yeah, in this case, we're not talking about past tense and we're not talking about present tense. We're talking about generally ongoing.
Oh, yeah. I understand.
Yeah. So they don't often listen uh much to their teacher. They're not paying much
Hey!
attention.
What
Okay.
exactly am I hearing for?
In this case,
That's my mom.
we want to say listening.
Oh,
What am I listening for? Because it implies that there's something we should be paying attention to, but we don't know what. So, maybe we're watching The Desperate Housewives and we're listening. Maybe the assignment while you're watching is to listen for a certain vocabulary word or something, right? What exactly am I listening for? Oh, we should be listening for this word or this word or this word. Okay. So it's what should I be
like
paying attention to?
All right.
All right. Arthur?
Albert listened to the radio yesterday.
Yeah, good. Albert listens to the radio. Usually when you see two, we
Was a
already know
listen.
it's gonna be listen or listened. Yeah. Maybe they're listening to a talk radio show, maybe music, but whatever it is, they're paying attention. Okay,
she
Ashley?
heard about a new restaurant from a friend.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear which word you used.
She heard about a new restaurant from a friend.
Good. Yes, she heard about a new restaurant from a friend. About is another kind of telling word. We would never say she listened about. she heard about. So in passing, her friend mentions there's this new restaurant. Didn't require her to pay a whole lot of attention. But she knows about a new place.
I think my hearing is going bad.
Yes, my hearing, my ability to hear.
Yeah, I go deaf.
Yes, you might want to go see a doctor.
Doctor.
My father is glad to hear that my brother is doing well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, to hear that. Yeah, anytime we're uh hearing about, learning about, oh, a better way to say it is, you were told something in passing or not too much detail. Ah, so I don't know, maybe your dad said, yeah, your brother's doing well, and that's all he said. He didn't give a whole big story about what's going on. Okay.
The woman ran back to her house as soon as she heard her baby cry.
Okay. Right, so she heard the sound of her baby crying. It's just a sound, didn't require mental effort, attention. She just heard it and was like, "Oh, I better go see the baby. What's the baby crying about?" Babies crying usually mean food or a diaper change or who knows. All right. And then we've just got a couple minutes left. I think we can do this. Jessica, Ashley, you can be Jessica, and Arthur, you can be Toby.
All right.
What are you listening to?
The new
Yes.
radio talk show. The new radio talk show. I heard some people talk about it in the mall.
Is it good?
Well, it's pretty fun. Rod hosts his talk show where he listening and give advice to the people's problems.
Where he listens.
Yeah, listens. Yeah.
Ongoing action.
Mm, oh yes, I have heard the road before. I think he is mean. He makes fun of people. Oh, what is? I think he is mean.
I think he is mean.
Yeah.
So he's
He's
not
really
very nice. And
he's really he could be very critical to people. Like like
Uh,
well
uh,
for example
oh,
for
mean.
example yeah for example someone calling me fat that he's being mean to me.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, not very nice, making fun of people. Um,
Oh come on, he's not that bad.
oh, that was part of. I wasn't looking back. Okay.
Oh, oh yes, he is.
Oh come on, he's on now. Come, just listen with me. Oh no, yeah, just listen with me.
Yep, just listen with me. Okay. Yeah, this name would be pronounced
Rod.
Rod. Mhm.
Uh,
Not a very common name though, to be honest. And it might be short for Rodney, since
Rodney.
not very many people with that name. Okay, you guys did good. Are we still confused about anything, or do we feel pretty confident about understanding the uses?
Well, I don't have any problems now. What
I
about
have
Ash?
another problem about
Yeah.
sentence I saw this morning. Oh, you have got to send an ambulance, and I am confusing about the got because
You've
there
got to send a what?
an ambulance. A
And
M B U
oh,
L
ambulance.
Ambulance.
Ambulance, yeah.
ambulance, and I am
Oh,
wondering the God because there is a hat before the God, so I think it's more likely to use gotten, but this is an example sentence in the translation app, so I was
oh,
Oh,
well, you gonna say it or me or I gotta say it.
because I
well,
think it's past perfect tense.
You
hmm.
see, that's the problem when you stick to the book.
Uh, from the TV show.
Yeah. Well, first of all, if you use the translation app, um, it might just be a little like it might not have translated well. But and this word really, I mean, it really is unnecessary.
But this sentence from the separate housewives.
All
Yeah.
right,
Um, grammatic,
what she's trying to say is like, uh, because there's a have, she saw it should be a gotten because that's what we learned in the textbook.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I was more confusing
she
about
doesn't know why it has to it should translate as you have got to send an ambulance.
yeah.
What's the context?
content. Oh, what's content?
Yeah, 就是
She's
上下
asking
文那种。
like what happened in the story that they said that they
Story is a woman was shot. You
A woman
shot.
was shot. Yeah,
There's
okay.
blood everywhere, and her neighbors called to the hospital
9/11.
and say this.
You have
Okay.
you've got oh.
Yeah.
Like this meaning is you must send an ambulance.
Ambulance.
Ambulance,
Yeah.
yeah, it's kind of putting a little bit more emphasis on it, I guess, and it's very like grammatically like proper. um I'm guessing which character said it on the show.
It's a woman who
Uh,
called for help, not the
this is
woman who got shot.
No, probably not.
All right.
Oh, hold
All
on.
right.
I'm curious about something.
All right.
Technically, you
Listen.
don't have to use this word.
Yeah.
yeah.
You could just say, you have to send an ambulance.
Oh, okay.
But
But it's more
I've seen the
tense.
show. I've seen the show that you watched. And if it's the character I'm thinking about, or even two out of those characters that I'm thinking about, um, they're very prim and proper people. And she probably, you know, does this with her speech a lot, where she keeps it very proper English. Whereas most people don't speak this way. So,
Well,
Note, you have got to
I
send an ambulance.
Well, I actually, yeah, most people will just say you've got to, you've, not like you have, you've got to send an ambulance. It's more like that. And
That's another way you could, yeah.
yeah. And just to like, add flavor to it, I want to show you a very classic sample, actually.
Okay.
One people told you, I mean, Ash must know about it.
Mm.
He said, I don't know nothing about it. So he knows something or he doesn't know something.
Yeah.
Ah, can't move the. I guess I have to move that. Okay.
So it's the meaning is different from the one sentence and the second sentence, or what do you mean?
What I mean is I'm giving you an example. Like if you translate as as what textbooks tells you, then sometimes it makes no sense. You have to understand it.
Oh, I know.
The sentence like I don't know nothing about it. It's not like he actually I know something. It's like actually I absolutely don't know anything about it, about something.
Yeah, I know. Proper.
Probably and giving more emphasis to the urgency of the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. But most people are not going to say that in real life.
Most people just say you've got to send the ambulance, or you must send the ambulance. You have to send ambulance. Very rare
Yeah.
people will say you have got to send an ambulance.
Yeah.
Some people somehow I feel like no people don't say things like that. I mean,
No. I think everybody in most languages, people are always looking for a shorter way to say
yeah,
things.
sure.
So which
Um,
one is correct?
especially in an emergency. So even if it's like on a test, right? This would be fine. This would be fine. They're all fine. But this one is just a more like you have got to like
English people,
just
royalty.
people who are trying to, yeah, I mean, I understand, yeah, I understand what you mean by royalty. So like anybody who's trying to make themselves sound very important and put more emphasis on the urgency of the situation. This character probably talks like they're very important, uses very proper English all the time. That's the kind of personality this character has. So that's how they're going to talk. But all of these are actually correct usage. You wouldn't be wrong to use any of these.
I know. So do I need to remember the second sentence, or just remember the first sentence and the third sentence?
I can't think of a scenario in which you would have to remember this, to be honest.
If you ask me, just remember the first and the third. Just forget the second because not many people use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to make it more easy, just remember the first and you remember the third.
It's
Unless,
really talk the woman talks this in TV show.
yeah, unless you've got some real strange things going on with your English tests over there in China, I wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah.
And I mean, there have been times when people have told me things that they saw on tests there where I'm like, really? But yeah, don't worry about it.
Well, you
You
see
know?
Chinese people giving the tests, so it's not like it's not
Yeah.
very yeah authentical to those things.
Yeah. Like
I
vocabulary words that are very outdated and stuff.
yeah. I do want to know, did you check my homework?
I think Atik mentioned he got it in the group. I did not
Yeah.
see it.
I just want to know, is there anything wrong with it?
Oh, I don't know, to be honest, because I don't get invited into those groups. So usually what
All right,
happens is
I just send it I just send it here. Wait.
okay.
I am really sorry that I dragged you, but you see, things comes along, there's nothing I can do about it. I
It's okay.
know I think it's not very happy about it, but come on, I need it. Something I need to take care of.
Things happen
Very
in life
yeah. He
while
just
you're
doesn't
doing
seem to
this.
understand.
Oh, could you please send the PDF of last class because I was wondering that if I save it.
Okay, sure. All right, give me a moment here. What did we do last class? That was
Hard
or
and difficult.
sending that. Okay.
Okay.
Bring up my notepad and your homework. Share the screen and we can go over this. Oh, I got too many things on my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
Share this. You know what? We're just going to do it like this. I know it's not the preferred method, but it's easier. Okay. Can we all see the homework on the right side and the notepad on the left side?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool.
On the right side is my homework.
Excellent. All right. John, I gave you one job. One. Was it too hard for you to drive? Okay.
Just the last time I do the content do the dialogue, yes, this is the after.
Yeah. So let's look at it first. It's not my fault, man. The police pushed me pretty hard. Are you dumb? Just go to the alley and lose them. Not that difficult to think of escape plan, was it?
Oh, unescape plan. Yeah, I
Ah,
made that mistake again. I'm sorry.
good catch. Okay. Hey, I got lost of them all, right? I dumped that car and stole another one. Now they can't find us. You dumped the car? Good, let me ask you something. Where is it? Where's the money? It was too heavy, too hard to carry, so I left it there. Oh my god, oh my god! Okay. Alright, so I gave you one job. One, was it too hard or difficult for you to drive?
I mean,
Hmm.
drive is a
Yeah. Um, I mean, judging by the rules that we went over for these words, then
yeah.
hard would make sense. Uh,
However,
however, the way it would more naturally be said would be with
difficult.
the word difficult. Um,
You see, I hate to say this to you, man, but if it's that way, if it's really how it works, like you said, then it
Hmm.
makes no sense for us to learn the difference between hard and difficult. I mean,
Hold on. Yeah, I mean, English has a lot of these things where
yeah,
the rule
exactly.
the rule applies most of the time, but not always.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were saying that difficult was a lot of mental effort or abstract ideas or problems. But this example is a little bit like this example. So I understand why you would put hard. Um, two, yeah, in this case, I really apologize for the English language, but it's just one of these things where the rules aren't
Doesn't
strictly
matter.
applicable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't matter because technically, I think no one in China is going to pay attention to those things unless they are
yeah,
really freak. But most of teachers they couldn't tell the differences as well, I guess.
yeah,
Chinese teachers.
probably. I know what you mean. Um, hmm. All right, I wish I had a better explanation for you, but unfortunately, with that example, no, I do not. All right, it's not my fault, man.
Ah, yeah.
My fault, comma, man. That could just be a period there after
Okay.
man. Because you're starting a new idea.
Yeah.
The police pushed me pretty hard. All right, it's fine. Not really sure exactly what the context is where he's
Well,
talking about pushed.
they, they got the money as they went away, and when they were getting away, they split. James bring the money, and the police was chasing him.
Mm,
That's what
okay.
I'm trying to say.
The police pushed me pretty hard. Usually in this with this wording, I would think that um they're like asking questions, they're interrogating a suspect, and they're pushing for answers. Oh,
My God.
we lost him.
Maybe just wait a
Hmm.
second.
Yeah, just wait a sec.
Oh, he's coming.
You okay, Arthur?
Yeah.
Okay. You disappeared and then came back. All right. Pushed me pretty hard. I would normally assume that that's like a conversation, like they're asking questions
All right.
of a criminal and trying pushing for answers.
Okay.
Um, they were maybe
Chasing me.
the police. Yeah, they were really on my tail or something along those lines. Like
Oh, yeah, yeah.
they were chasing you really closely, and it was difficult to make decisions about where to go and what to do. All right. Are you done? Just go to the alley and lose them. Are they still driving at this point, or they're stopped already, right? Like the chase is over?
No, it's more like John is trying to since the afterwards conversation.
Yeah, okay, so it is after.
Yeah, so
So this sounds more like they're still in the car.
John is trying to give him a plan or something. So I didn't use any past tense or
Okay.
present tense. Yeah.
Okay, that's so if we were applying that, we could have done it like you could have gone through the alley to lose them.
Oh, yeah.
Only because this sounds like he's telling him now to go to the alley and lose them.
Yeah.
Okay. Not that difficult to think of. And you already corrected that escape plan, was it? Yeah, or even just leave it like that.
Okay.
Okay. James, let's see. Hey, I got lost, or I lost them, right? Hey, I got lost of them all. I'm not sure what exactly happens here, but there's a lot
Hey,
of
I got lots of them. All right.
it's just not it doesn't make any sense the way it's written. So I would just say, hey, I lost them, or I lost them all, right? You don't need to use got
All right.
or of. It's just the act of losing. In the past, I lost them.
All
Didn't
right.
I? All right. Okay. I dumped that car and stole another one. Period. Now they can't find us. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Just end the sentence and start a new one.
Okay.
Uh, you dumped the car? Space. Always put a space in between the final punctuation and the new sentence.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're glad he dumped the car. Good. Let me ask you something. Where is it? Where's the money? Okay. Excellent. The two spaces. All right. Okay. It's a little clunky as for a script, but it grammatically it works.
I mean, I don't do that for a living, so.
It's okay. I'm not expecting you to be a Hollywood writer. It's fine.
Not that I don't want to be.
You can be eventually. You did pretty good with
Oh,
this.
no.
It's not bad.
No, no,
It
no, don't fool
was,
me. It's just impossible, man.
you never know, man. Get good at
I
it.
know. I've way past that year, that age to believe that my dream will come true.
Hey, crazier things have happened. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
who found success very late in life.
Yeah.
Um, it was too heavy. Uh, was too hard to carry, so I left it there. And then just, oh my God, oh my God. All right. I think both will use an exclamation point, just and then a space in between. Capitalize this one for extra emphasis. Oh my God. What is wrong with you? You left the money?
Just lose the whole purpose of a robbery.
Stupid. The worst robber ever. Okay. Is he robbing gold? Oh, yeah. All right. So
Maybe even
mostly
harder to carry.
pretty good. We can see some of the grammar. I'll put this chat for you.
Can't believe it. This little dialogue have 546 words. Characters.
Yeah.
Oh, characters.
Or characters, yeah, letters. I was gonna say, I don't think it's that many words.
Yeah.
Characters or letters. All right, and Ashley, you sent me yours as well. All right, so I find Peter is difficult to deal with. Yes, that is correct. It's difficult to deal with because it takes a lot of energy and to deal with this difficult person. Oh, really? What happened? I think he is a nice guy and he can get on well with everyone. Hmm. I think we don't necessarily need the word can. It just makes it sound a little bit clunky. We could say, I think he is a nice guy.
I mean, if she really needs to use the word can, she can say he can get along with everybody.
I just can is kind of not really necessary here because
Yeah,
we're not talking about his ability to get along with people, whether he can or can't. We're saying that he does
get
already,
along
like
with people, yes.
he gets on well with everyone. So like present continuous or present progressive. I might be getting the word wrong, but it's something that's continuously happening. He gets on well with everyone. Okay. And I think also, you're gonna get your revisions from Atik as well in the group, but all right, it's pretty hard to explain. Based on the rules that we went over, I would say it's pretty difficult to explain because you're talking about having to think about it a lot, like how do I explain this thing? But again, in everyday English, the way people talk, we could also use the word hard. But if it's on a test, difficult because of the mental energy.
Okay.
I had a bad experience with him at work last week. Not inside of work, at the place that we work at. A little thing caused a serious quarrel between us. Because I am not good at Russian. Okay, so you have a couple of ideas happening here. Like, a little thing caused a quarrel. The little thing was that I'm not good at Russian.
Oh yeah.
So we could say, was it like, are you trying to say that like you tried to say something in Russian, but it did not translate well?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you could keep this idea if you want to. A little thing caused a serious quarrel between us. I tried to say something in Russian, but
It doesn't work.
it did not translate well.
Okay.
Or but my Russian's not very good. And I don't know, maybe he misunderstood me.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I tried to say something in Russian, but my Russian is not very good, and he misunderstood me. So maybe he thought you said something terrible, but you didn't mean it that way. Okay. Yeah, I would just separate those two ideas. Or another thing was, I tried to say something in Russian, but my Russian is bad, so it caused a problem, a misunderstanding. I am sorry to hear that, but I remember that you learned a bit of Russian at school. Okay. So actually, it's where is that line? Okay, so here you wrote in work,
Yeah.
and it should be at work. And here you wrote at school, it should be in school.
School is before.
So in this case, how do I explain the difference? So first, let's start with the actual sentence. So I am sorry to hear that. That's fine. But I remember. You don't have to say remembered. Because you're talking about the person is currently remembering. So I remember. And we don't really need to use the word but. Because it's not interjecting anything. It's not opposing any viewpoint.
Okay.
So you could just say, I remember that you learned a bit of Russian in school. Because in this case, where you learned was like in the classroom, in the school.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yes, I found that passing Russian classes was very difficult. Okay.
I mean, she is not good at Russian in the school.
I understand. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I found that passing Russian classes was very difficult. It just grammatically, structurally, it sounds kind of strange the way it's worded. I would say like yes, but I had a difficult time
Oh,
passing my Russian classes. Like, yes, I did take Russian classes, but I had a pretty difficult time passing them. Maybe you passed, but like only just barely. Like you got like a D or a C. Right. But you did use the correct word. Difficult. All right. Try your best. I believe that you can insist on your originality when the going gets hard. Okay, so this I'm not really quite sure what you mean. You can insist on your originality when the going gets hard. Can you think of any way to explain this better? Because I'm not quite sure what you mean.
I mean, you can insist on hard work, then you can do success. When you face trouble.
You can insist on your originality.
Okay, let's start with this. What do you think insist means?
Just keep keep doing put
Okay.
efforts.
Okay. So insist actually, I think that's where we're having the first problem is because you're thinking of a definition for a different word that's not insist. Okay. Insist is like if I say the sky is purple and you say it's blue, and then I insist, no, it's purple. I'm saying, I'm like trying to tell you that what I think is correct, and I'm not backing down from that idea. I'm insisting.
Okay.
Okay.
I know.
What I know is the truth,
This
or this is the way we have to do this. But you're talking about, and then what do you mean by originality?
This is a classic. I understand what she's trying to say, but it's really hard for me to explain. It's like just for example, you want to buy a cheese.
Okay.
You want to buy a cheese at the beginning.
the
And when you hit the
original.
market, you someone tell you you shouldn't buy a cheese, you should buy a bread. And you said, no, I want to buy a cheese. I
Mm,
just I even though you recommended bread
mm.
to me, and I still stick to cheese. That's what
Mm.
she's trying to say. Like, you keep going, you keep doing what you are doing, and something came along, and someone tells you you should shift, you should change, and you do
Oh,
not, and you just keep going at your original goal. That's what she's trying to express.
um,
The originality, what she trying is like beginning. So it's a beginning goal, the first goal you have, and you stick to it.
okay.
是这个意思吧
So you should stick to your original intent,
idea,
idea
go.
when the going gets hard. But I'm not sure how this works with the guy not understanding what you were saying. So, because it sounds to me like this person is telling you, don't worry about it, just keep saying the wrong thing in Russian. And
No, what she's trying to say is, see if I understand this thing right, all right, actually. So, this Sandy, she feels like pretty pretty down by the result of her
mm,
learning in Russian, right? And
yeah,
Mary trying to cheer her up and tells her to stick to it. Just keep
mm,
learning, and you will eventually get better, and you are having a better relationship with this Peter.
yeah.
Is that what you're trying to express?
Yeah, you know me.
All right.
Okay. Okay, so I think this sentence is just not it's just not doing a very good job of making your point. So um try your best is fine. I believe
You'll eventually get there if you stick to it.
if you keep learning and
Practicing,
yeah, if you keep practicing, learning and practicing,
you'll get there
uh
eventually.
you'll get there eventually. Yeah, or like, and maybe I don't know. So in this context, I would say like hopefully if you explain to what's his name? Peter
Peter,
that are still struggling with Russian. If you explain to Peter that you're still struggling with Russian, hopefully he will understand.
and
Something like that. It's a lot more words, but you had a couple of different ideas that you were trying to make happen here. and we just needed break it down more.
Yeah,
To
Ashley,
get all.
Ash，
哎
Ashley，你这头一句话是不是按坚持本心那样来翻译的？
坚持初心。
坚持初心。I knew it. She translates this sentence directly from a Chinese word.
Ah, that'll do it.
I'm a
Trans
That explains a lot, doesn't it?
Translating from Chinese to English is pretty it's pretty bad most of the time. If you're using like
I
Google
suggest
Translate.
you I suggest you do not put these words into translators because it will come out wrong like this. So if you want to express something, you just, even though it's a longer sentence, you should try yourself first. And then maybe,
I search some example sentence in the translation app, and then I change the sentence into my dialogue.
you see, that's how I did my paper during my college.
I
You know,
see.
because we have this system that you could not have too many things,
Because I don't know how to
can repeat. You cannot copy other people's paper.
Yeah. No
But
plagiarism.
sometimes you just have to do because in China, basically you don't have enough time and you don't really care about this topic, so you have to copy them. However,
Right.
they will test your paper with others. It
Mm-hmm.
can be too much of a copyright. So
Yeah.
what you do is throw other people's paper into the translator, translate to English, and
Mm-hmm.
then translate back to Chinese.
Yep.
And yeah, just get all the sentence long, and you just finish your paper.
Okay, I just use the phrase or grammar in the example sentence and use this in my sentence.
Another another
Yeah.
another suggestion: if you really need to use translators, don't use anyone from China. Just use Google Translate.
Okay.
It sounds like a joke, but I'm telling you, I'm actually mean it
Okay.
because I tried a lot of them. None of them make any sense. But Google Translate do something right on these things. So that's my
Sometimes.
suggestion to you.
I don't know. I tried to use Google Translate when I was in China, and it
Yeah.
was very problematic.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
I had to try like 10 different ways to try to ask for a takeaway box for my food. And I kept
Oh,
showing it, and she kept looking at me like she had no idea what I was talking about. And I had to do like gestures like food, box, go.
because it makes no because it technically makes no sense for the rider, so the one who bring you the food.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So what we do
I was like,
so
do I
so what we
use
do
the
in
word
China,
box?
he will call you directly to tell you that
Mm.
your food is right at your footstep. I mean, at your doorstep.
No, no, no. I went to a restaurant
Yeah.
and I did not eat all the food.
Or you want to do the takeaway, right?
Yeah. And I
Just
must
ask
have
them to give you a box.
that's what I tried. I asked for a box, I asked for a takeaway, I asked for like a container. I tried so many different ways to make it translate right,
All right.
and they just weren't good.
Container. Container definitely won't gonna work, but takeaway box, things like that, it must work. It should have worked.
I mean, this was also back in 2019, so maybe the translations have gotten a little better, but
Yeah.
I had a really difficult time. One of the
Yeah.
hotels we went to, I had a reservation and we got there and they said that the whole hotel was closed.
Back in 2019?
Yeah.
That was during the pandemic. Of course, they're all closed.
No. 2019. This was before before.
Oh,
Pandemic started in 2020. I was there like several months
you
before that.
see, sometimes I'm really because by my knowledge, because I went to high school, I went to college, and
Mm,
I passed CET4. Most people should have passed CET4 to graduate from college.
Oh,
mm,
64.
So, but I actually I went come across with these German people in Jingtan a few years ago. We were in a pizza place. They tried to order pizza, but they couldn't read the menu because the menus are all Chinese. And they trying to make sense to those Chinese waiter, and they don't understand them. So I gave them a hand. Uh, but it really shocked me that even even just simple words like cheese or pizza, the thing just
mm,
writing right on the store, and these waiters they just don't understand it. Maybe
hmm.
because the German people they just pronounce it wrong, so nobody understand them.
I have no idea.
Maybe.
I also thought that I was pronouncing certain Chinese words right, and even I couldn't get the hang of cha for some reason. The word for tea.
Tea, tea.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, green
And
tea, 绿茶.
yeah, yeah. I thought I was saying it right, but nobody seemed
Yeah,
to understand what I was saying, except in when I went to Chengdu. They understood me there. I don't know.
the accent
So I
maybe.
must have got the accent, the tone wrong or something.
I think
But
Don't worry
most
about it. You can
know
translate everyone.
about English.
sorry, what,
What
Ashley?
about English?
I think most people know a little English.
Yeah,
I don't
they just
know. But
they just
where
don't
I
use it,
was,
so they just.
they either didn't know it or they pretended not to know it.
No, there was once upon a time it's really trending in China. Middle school or maybe teenagers in China when they meet the foreigners, they will come upside and ask them for take a selfie with them or something. Did you ever
Yeah, I
right?
got a lot of people back then too. I had different hair, like cooler looking hair and
Oh,
stuff. And so I did
funky.
have a few people come up to me and ask to take a picture.
Oh,
It was kind of cute. It was funny.
we call it it's like a test like for the like a bravery test or something like that. Because
Oh, really?
yeah, yeah, because when I was in high school, there was a American
Mm,
teacher, and he's American, a typical white male. He's very
mm,
tall. His
okay.
name is Josh. I remember his name till this day, George Booker.
Okay.
I sometimes I still write emails to him, and his wife is came from Mexico.
Okay.
So they were both teaching in our high school. It's not technically teaching. The reason why our high school hired them is because it's good for the schools on the surface. You see,
Okay.
it's always very good to have two foreigner teachers in a high school. And we really like them because every time when they have their class, we don't we can be totally relaxed, and we don't have to do homework and anything. And they will show movies and things like that to us. They're not very serious about teaching. So one day this girl, not this girl, a bunch of them, they want to have a conversation with him, and
Mm,
they for a shock they didn't dare. They didn't dare to talk to him in the office.
okay.
So they sent me. So he sent me, and I went there. I got his email address, and he told me, don't share it in the class. So I told him I didn't get it. I couldn't find him.
Mm,
So till this day, only I have a conversation with him. He's in Washington right now. Has a daughter, very cute one.
interesting. They sent you on the mission.
Send
Oh
me on
yeah,
a
yeah.
mission.
All right. Well, I gotta go, you guys. I think we're almost an hour over time, and I have to eat and
Dishes,
get some things at the store. But good to see you.
homework.
Or well, see Ashley here, Arthur. um, good to hear you. Um, and I guess we'll see you again next week.
Yeah, homework.
And homework. I guess we could do the same thing, like write a dialogue.
All right.
Doesn't have to be all that complicated.
Okay.
A 6-line dialogue. Because this is also good practice for figuring out your grammar and stuff.
All right. Today's topic, hear and listen. Okay.
Just put in the chat, right? A 6-line dialogue with hear, listen,
Okay.
pay attention to grammar,
All right.
proper structure.
You seems pretty beat up today.
What's that?
I said you seems very beat up today.
Oh
Like
no, it's just it was very hot today. I went to a few places outside and my class
you do
before
have,
this one, nobody came, so I just sat here like looking at the screen for a while. So
nobody came. Sad. You do have
yeah.
AC, right?
You need to
Hmm?
look for the ants.
Yeah, I gotta figure out where those ants are coming from before they create a whole nest somewhere again.
Just
All
got a
right,
new
guys.
place. How hard can it be?
I will see you.
All
Have a
right.
good
Goodbye.
night. Bye
Good
bye.
night.